Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Morning Podcast. So, first, let's take a look into the Indian markets closing in yesterday's session. So, Indian equity market touched fresh record highs yesterday, with Sensex and Nifty crossing 78,000 and 23,750 levels for the first time. At close, Sensex was up by 0.9% and Nifty was up by 0.8%. The broader market performance was mixed as Nifty Midcap 100 was down by 0.4% and Nifty Small Cap 100 was up by 0.1%. So the rally in yesterday's trade was largely driven by banking and financial stocks, especially the private sector banks, as well as robust buying by FIIs, who net bought rupees 1,176 crores in cash market, while DIS net sold rupees 149 crores in cash market yesterday. Also, positive expectations ahead of the upcoming budget is also aiding, overall improvement in the market sentiments. If we look into the top gainers of NSE, then Shriram Finance, Axis Bank, Tech Mahindra, L&T, Wipro, Britannia, Infosys, these couple of stocks were the top gainers. And BPCL, Eicher Motors, Asian Paints, Tata Steel, Bajaj Auto, Coal India were the top losers on NSE. Moving on to the sectoral performance on BSE, then BSE BankX financial services indices were the top sectoral gainers as they closed with gains of 1.9% and 1.5% respectively. BSE IT and capital goods indices were also up by 0.5% and 0.3% respectively. While the top losers on BSE were BSE Realty, which was down by 1.8%, and BSE Power, which was down by 1.1%. In terms of overall market breadth, then the overall market breadth was slightly unfavorable as about 2,075 stocks declined, and against that 1,808 stocks advanced. About 181 stocks made 52-week highs on BSE, which included companies like Ashok Leyland, Axis Bank, Exide Industries, Grasim, Polycab, Trend, and 8 stocks made 52-week lows. Moving on to the global market cues for today. So firstly, coming into the US market, the US market closed mixed overnight with Dow declining 0.8%, while Nasdaq and S&P 500 closed with gains of 1.3% and 0.4% respectively. The Nasdaq index rebounded from the Monday's losses with a bounce in shares of Nvidia. The Asian markets are currently trading mixed, and the GIFT Nifty trends are also muted, so that indicates a slightly flat to positive start for Indian markets today. Now moving on to the stocks which are in focus. First one is Sanghi Industries. Promoter Ambuja Cements and Ravi Sanghi will sell up to 3.52% stake via OFS. Ambuja Cements will sell up to 2.36% of the stake via OFS, and Ravi Sanghi will offload about 1.16% of the stake. The floor price of OFS has been set at Rs 90 per share versus 102.3 rupees of closing in yesterday's CMP. The OFS is to open today for non-retail investors, and tomorrow, that is on 27 June, for retail investors. So overall, this will be neutral to slightly negative for Sanghi Industries in short term. NTPC is to hold a board meeting on 29 June to consider raising funds up to 12,000 crore rupees via NCDs, which is also subject to the shareholders' approval. So neutral for NTPC in short term. Zee Entertainment Enterprises is in focus as NCLT has permitted the withdrawal of the implementation application filed for the Sony India merger. So neutral development for Zee Entertainment Enterprises. Mindspace Business Parks REIT has raised Rs 650 crores from International Finance Corporation via the issuance of sustainability-linked bonds. So neutral to positive for Mindspace Business Parks REIT. Popular Vehicles and Services has one of the units of the company has received a show cause notice from the Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board for violation of water pollution regulations. So this can be slightly negative for Popular Vehicles and Services in short term. Borosil has raised 150 crores via QIP and has allotted 47.2 lakh shares at Rs 318 per share, which is at a discount of 4.14% to the floor price. So neutral to positive for Borosil in short term. Vishnu Prakash R. Punglia has received Rs 273.1 crores worth of order from Uttar Pradesh Jal Nigam. So positive for the company in short to medium term. Time Technoplast has received an additional order worth Rs 55 crores from Indian Oil Corporation for the supply of composite cylinders, so positive for the company in short to medium term. Gulshan Polyols has started commercial operations of ethanol at their 250 KLPD capacity grain-based ethanol plant in Golpara in the district of Assam. So positive for Gulshan Polyols in medium to long term. Apart from this, Mazgaon Dock Shipbuilders is also in focus as the Department of Public Enterprises has approved the proposal for the grant of Navratna status to the company. So this will be neutral to positive for Mazgaon Dock Shipbuilders. CE Info Systems can also be in focus as promoter Rakesh Kumar Verma is likely to sell a 0.9% stake in the company via block deal. The floor price of the deal can be rupees 2,293.2 per share, which is at a discount of 5%, with an offer size of rupees 114.6 crores. So this can be marginally negative for CE Info Systems in short term. GlaxoSmithKline Pharmaceuticals has received an order from Maharashtra GST authorities raising a GST demand worth rupees 71.7 crores for FY20, which is on account of premium charges paid to Thane Municipal Corporation in relation to land sale. The company has said the order has no impact on GSK. However, this can be slightly negative, neutral to negative for GlaxoSmithKline Pharmaceuticals in short term. Now, moving on to the companies which are going to be listed on exchanges today. So one is Acme Fintrade India and the another is DEE Development Engineers. So both these stocks will get listed on stock exchanges today. Now, taking a look into the bulk and block deals data, then in case of Dhani Services, BofA Securities Europe SA has sold 100 lakh shares, which is 1.63% of the stake at rupees 52.08 per share, and against that Societe Generale has bought 1 crore shares, that is the same 1.63% of the stake at rupees 52.1 per share. In Ramakrishna Forgings, again BofA Securities Europe SA has sold 31.2 lakh shares, which is 1.94% of the stake at rupees 920.7 per share, and against that Societe Generale has bought the equivalent number of stake. In Tilak Nagar Industries, again BofA Securities Europe SA has sold 35.3 lakh shares, which is 1.84% of the stake at rupees 255.5 per share, and against that the same number of quantities has been bought by Societe Generale firm. In case of Alchem Laboratories, Seema Singh has sold 3.58 lakh shares, which is 0.3% of the stake at rupees 4,956 per share, and against that ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund has bought around 1.15% of the stake. Morgan Stanley Asia Singapore PT has bought 0.08% of the stake, and Aditya Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund has bought 0.05% of the stake. Also, some of the bulk deals data points in Happiest Minds Technologies. Ashok Soota has sold 91.36 lakh shares, which is 6% of the holding at rupees 834.8 per share. And on the other hand, Mansi Share and Stock Advisors have bought 0.61% of the stake, and PRB Securities has bought 0.59% of the stake. In Moshchip Technologies, Naveed Ahmed Sherwani has sold 17.69 lakh shares, which is 0.97% of the stake at rupees 303.3 per share. In Restaurant Brands Asia, Goldman Sachs Funds equity portfolio has sold 47.97 lakh shares, which is 0.96% of the holding at rupees 104.1 per share. In Dodla Dairy, Milk Tree Consultants LLP has sold 7.36 lakh shares, which is 1.2% of the stake at rupees 1000 per share. While Pinebridge Investments Asia Limited Global Funds has bought 8.25 lakh shares, which is 1.38% of the stake at rupees 1000 per share. Now moving into the some of the insider trades data, then in case of Paisalo Digital, promoter Equilibrated Venture Seaflow has bought 31.18 lakh shares on 25th June. In Tide Water Oil, promoter Standard Greases and Specialities has sold 2.47 lakh shares on 24th of June. In Sterling Wilson Renewable Energies, promoter Rohia Cyrus Mystery has sold 32,938 shares on 28th of June. And in case of Gravita India, promoter Rajat Agrawal has sold 14 lakh shares on 21st of June. Also, on the corporate action front, today is the AX or record dividend date for Welspun Living and Aegis Logistics. So, these were the key market data points to track going ahead in today's trade. This was all about the daily morning podcast. Thank you everyone for listening.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.